In the 1988 movie that's called The Bear, there's this amazing chase scene between a clueless bear cub and a hungry cougar. And they're chasing around this tundra mountaintop, up and down hills and over rocks. And finally, the bear climbs up this branch, but the branch breaks and the bear falls into the river. Finally, the bear climbs out of the river onto the bank, but now he's cornered. Every now and then, the camera shows the cougar licking his lips, anticipating his coming meal. There's no place for the cub to go. So he finally rises up on his hind legs and lets go this really unimpressive prepubescent bear roar. But surprisingly, the cougar turns tail and runs. It doesn't make any sense until the camera pans back and you see back behind the cub is the full-grown mother bear standing tall and roaring loud. You see, it wasn't that the cub was good enough, it's that his mother was big enough. It reminds me of one of the stories in the Old Testament of the Bible of a man named Gideon. God came to Gideon and said, "Hail, valiant warrior." It wouldn't have made any sense because at that moment, Gideon was hiding out in fear. But it made sense when you see what he said just before that. The Lord is with you, O valiant warrior. You see, it wasn't that Gideon was good enough, it's that God was big enough. That's what we need to remember, isn't it? When the temptation is just so strong, it's not that you're good enough, it's that he's big enough. It's when the trial is just so exhausting, it's not that you're good enough, it's that he's big enough. So, when we face those occasions in our life this week, let's remember that. Let's remember it's the Lord's presence that makes all the difference. And in the quiet of our hearts, let's turn to him and ask for his strength to work through our lives. And that's today's 2-Minute Toolbox.